Hey kids, it's lesson 3 of our winter lesson. Today we're learning about evergreens. Now, evergreens are relating to or denoting a plant that remains green all year round. We're going to read a couple of books. One is called The Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree, and has a quote here saying, "The road wound like white ribbons around misty blue ridges." What a beautiful picture that quote paints for us. Now we're going to learn specific words today, some vocabulary words that I want you all to write in your notebooks. So if you guys can grab your notebooks, we'll take a look at these vocabulary words and write them down. The first one is our sarvistry. It's with an A, so it's not service, it's sarvistry. And it's a tree blooming at the very end of winter, reminding us of what the promise of spring. So that spring is coming. That's what a sarvistry is. Go ahead and write the word and then the definition in your notebooks. Next is scoliferous. Skyliferous, something like that. It's hard, waxy leaves. So that's something we'll see. Now, Lila, I put a link to the video for a read-along for The Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree by Gloria Houston. If you don't mind getting that out and playing that for you all first, and then you can finish this video with me. All right, now that you guys read that book and heard it, we're going to talk a little bit about these paragraphs here. So the little mice of Brambley Hedge decorate the great hall with beautiful evergreen trees and branches of spiked-edged holly, laden with its bright red berries. This week, we'll take a closer look at these evergreens, and specifically the balsam tree, growing high upon the rocky crags. Sorry about that. Balsam is a tree that we used to take the wood from and make airplanes with back when airplanes were first being made. That's what the Wright brothers constructed their airplane out of, balsam wood. It's nice, light wood. All right, what's meant by evergreen? It's, as the name implies, an evergreen plant is always green. It does not lose its leaves like an autumn. Does not lose its leaves in autumn like deciduous plants do. Evergreen plants have leaves or needles. Needles are very thin leaves that are quite scoliferous. Scoliferous. I just looked this word up and I forgot how to say it already. The word scoliferous is a fun one with scarolos. That's a Latin word meaning hard. And phylon, another Latin word meaning leaves, so hard leaves. Examples would be holly or pine. How do evergreens survive in the winter? Trees cannot use frozen water that comes in the form of snow. Evergreen leaves are very thick and have waxy layer that keeps the water inside them during the frozen dry winter. Evergreen leaves are also arranged along the branch in a parallel manner, facing upward towards direct sunlight. This arrangement allows the leaves to trap the most sunlight during the short days of winter and produce energy to feed the plant. What is a conifer? Many evergreens produce cones that carry their seeds. For this reason, the plants are called conifers. You might see animals gathering pine cones to eat the seeds for extra winter nutrition. Conifers can grow to be huge. The largest is a sequoia tree named General Sherman. Over 200 feet tall, that tree is. It's amazing. All right, here's a little little poem called "O Christmas Tree." The tree chosen in our story was a balsam fir, known to grow on rocky crags. Balsam fir trees have cones that stand straight up on their branches. Christmas trees are chosen from among the evergreens. They live a long time and represent eternal life with their leaves, or needles, pointing up toward heaven. All right. So what I want you all to do is do your best to draw a picture of a pine cone in your notebook, okay? Don't stress about it. Just make a little pine cone and label it like it is here. You'll learn these words: rachis, prickle, and bract. And you can go, and we'll take a closer look at these words. All right. So if you're lucky enough to find a pine cone where the squirrels have not yet feasted upon all its seeds, it will be found on top of the bracts, close to the inner rachis. So up here, each one of these is called bracts, and the rachis is where the stem is up here. And inside those is the seeds. The rachis is the pointy stem at the very top of the pine cone that continues down the center. If you would see inside, all the bracts connect to the central system. Also notice the sharp points found on the ends of the bracts. These little things. It may not sound very scientific, but these are perfectly named prickles. Very, very easy name to remember. Pine cones can close to protect their seeds in harsh winter, so when it's really cold, they close up to protect the seeds and open again when it's safe to release their seeds. So that's a pine cone. I want you guys to kind of draw this pine cone, label the prickles, which are the little pointy bits, the rachis, which is that stem. The stem goes all the way down the center, but that's the part where you can see it. And the bract. The bract are these whole parts here. So there's the prickle on the end, and then the bract's the whole thing, and the seeds down inside next to the rachis in the middle. There you go. But yeah, that's the end of our lesson. Why don't you guys try to go outside, and I want you to collect pieces of evergreens you see in the woods. There should be juniper out there. There should be a couple other evergreens I don't know the species of yet. But yeah, why don't you guys go out there and check them out. Bring them and get a leaf off of them and put it in your notebook. Maybe tape it in if you have tape. If not, put it in a little baggie and put it in your notebook. That would be cool. And we can figure out what it is later. All right, guys, that's the end of our evergreen lesson. We'll catch the next one. See ya.